everyone, it's Lisa and today is Tuesday and I'm doing a fun video today. I kind of thought of this organically. I was out shopping for something. I can't remember what it was that someone had suggested. And I was thinking that, I can't remember what it was because it was before the whole quarantine thing. I was thinking a good way to do maybe kind of like a little old school shout out video is I did a full get ready with me, and every product was inspired by someone either here on YouTube or like an influencer on Instagram. So I did this look, which I think is kind of like I kind of went with my hair and the dress that I have on and did kind of a 60s inspired, more of a round winged liner, not as much foxy eye. And I used all products that were inspired by friends and others here on YouTube. So I would love to make this like a tag video and have some other people do this. I think it's a nice thing to do. And I know Marnie, Miss Gold Girl, she is planning on doing it. And I believe she is gonna post her video on Friday. And if you like this video, I would love for you to do it too. I think it's just a nice thing to do. And I think it's fun. It was fun for me to think of like different things that different people had inspired me to use. So hope that you enjoyed this and I'll be right back. I am going to start off with the first person that I think of when I think of Tatcha is Mel. So I grabbed this and I have this. So I haven't used this. I don't know if I've ever used this like in a tutorial. And of course I don't have my little thing here. I'm just going to get some on my finger. And this is where I like to use this. It's right here. Actually, the only place I have bad pores is on the sides of my nose. And here we'll go ahead and use it up here too. Maybe I'll just use this today instead of, because I do have the liquid Tatcha also that I love, but we'll just use this today. And I always like this to look good right here. I will say this is not as putty feeling as I remembered it being. Sometimes it's good to get stuff back out and give it another shot. Now everyone loves the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, so I'm going to kind of use this as a base too. Some people like it over, some people like it under. I like it under most of the time, but I can see how people would like it over too. And then another YouTube friend is Lisa J, and these are her makeup brushes. They are the BK Beauty brushes. They are very, very nice synthetic brushes. She's done really well with coming up with all of the different like sizes and shapes that we need. I just washed this brush. I love like this paw foundation brush, and I have used all of them a lot. You guys see me use them all the time in tutorials and get ready with me. And then I also just got a new set of brushes that is by Refer, and I'm going to use those today too. This is a new line to me, and they are Japanese made natural hair brushes, which are very different. I think that we need both in our collection, and these are not as expensive as some of the higher end Japanese brushes. So I have not used these yet, so I thought we would use just a combination of the two today. And but for something like this, I really think you need a synthetic brush because it will let go of the product on your face a little bit better. I'm that way with foundation too. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm going to use one of Tammy's favorites. I tried it in tawny, and I liked it okay, but it wasn't until I tried Ivory Beige, which is more of a neutral, that I loved it. I really love it in this color. So I think I'm going to, this is the BK Beauty blender, which I really like. I've got it damp. I don't know if I want to put it on with a brush or the blender. I think I'm going to put it on with I'm going to put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. It's very liquidy. And then I'm going to I think it helps to kind of distribute it first, because sometimes I'll get too much on one side and the coverage doesn't match, and then I'll end up having to put too much on to make it, you know, kind of even out. And this is definitely more of a neutral than the tawny. So I'm gonna go in with this blender and just blend it out over the eyelids everywhere. And a lot of times you'll notice that my foundation might look a little too yellow, and I have red in my skin, but it's not like true red, it's like rosacea. So of course I don't want to match my rosacea. So sometimes it's good just to have a neutral to go in between the yellow of my natural skin and then the redness of my sun damage, rosacea, and everything else. So for concealer, this is the Hourglass Sepia Vanish Concealer. And this I heard from Casey Holmes, and we're not really friends. She's my friend, but I don't think I'm her friend. I really love this. And this is gonna be, I'm gonna try to make this a good old full glam video today, but if you don't, you know, you don't have to do all this. Just put a couple dots if that's all you want. I'm gonna take this, you can see that's very well loved. I meant to wash it last night. And so I'm going to bring it out to kind of highlight, and I might have put a little too much. I got a little carried away with my love of Casey. And sometimes this may be too big. I brought this out here just in case. This is an e.l.f. little sponge, and I like it too because it's a little bit smaller. You can keep it a little bit. See, and I kind of like doing the top right here because that's just how my face is shaped, but you will know how to do yours, how you like it to look. Okay, like that. Okay, now for powder, I picked 2 different powders. I could have gone so many different directions because everyone loves the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. But I was thinking Sam Sherman loves this. It's the translucent crystal. And then Anne from Anne's Makeup, she loves the Chanel powder. So I think I'm gonna do the Chanel number 2 medium loose powder, like up under, to set up under my eyes. So you can see it's a little bit more of a pink tone than the Laura Mercier. So let's just give it a whirl. And right now, before I forget, I want to put my lip conditioner on. This is the Fit Glow Overnight Lip. And I usually put it on after I brush my teeth, but I wanted to show it to you. I love this stuff. I love it. You can see I'm almost out of it. And that was a suggestion from Tammy. So I'll just let that be setting in while we do the rest. Okay, so I'm gonna dip this in there. Okay, so I'm setting this. I'm going up on my nose a little bit with that Chanel. I'm gonna take one of Lisa's big brushes and brush this away. So pretty. And then I'm gonna take this crystal powder. It is the type that's, you know, it's the white, you see how it like is going everywhere? And I'm gonna just set everything else with this. This is good under your eyes too. Like if you don't want any of that extra coverage or brightening and you just wanna set under your eyes, that is really good. Okay. So this is a mess because I just remembered I haven't done one of my products that's kind of a cream product, but it's fine. It'll be fine on top of the powder. So this is something that I had and I have used before, but this is one of Miss Gold Girl, Marnie's favorites. And I think about her now every time because I used to have the hardest time keeping this thing clean. But what she says is to you open it, you squeeze a little bit, something's coming out, and then you close it then. You don't wait until after you're done with it. You close it then. Okay, so I'm gonna use, and this is kind of, I think it's more of like a contour. I mean, it's a contour wand. One of Lisa's foundation brushes. This is the 106. I'm gonna kind of just blend this in. See, I contour my forehead because I got a big forehead and a longer face. And you guys, those birds are in my hanging baskets. I've already had to take down one, and I see they're in another one. I'm going to stop in a minute and take it down. Okay. So you can see, even though I put that over the powder, it's still, this product is amazing. I mean, have we ever tried any Charlotte Tilbury products that we don't like? Maybe, I don't know if I found a good mascara yet that didn't run on me. So that is the contour. This is the Ambient Light Bronzer, and this is the Luminous Bronze Light. Sometimes I just say ambient and I don't tell you which one because I didn't realize there was so many. So I wish mine had more. See how mine has a lot of highlight? And I meant to order another one in my Sephora. I don't know if I got to. I wanted to do a small one. Some stuff was sold out by the time I went. But anyway, this is Ariel Snyder's favorite bronzer. A lot of people like this, but I always think of her. So I'm going to use this. Let me use one of the rougher brushes here. I'm going to use the 05, and it's a nice, like a little cheek, or this is one of those brushes that I would use for anything. And if I had to say, it's probably goat hair. But I'm going to be careful because a natural fiber brush is going to pick up more, and it's going to like put it down a little bit more intense. I have not used these, so let's just go in light, and I'm going to go right in that. You can see I always try to go in that one bronze stripe I got. Okay, love this. It's very, I like how it's not, see how it's kind of stiff? So it's pretty, it gives you a pretty full-on intense line. It's not going to be one you have to keep on and keep on. So I'm going to just kind of go over everywhere I did my contour. Like that. Oh, so pretty. I love that. Okay, I think I'm going to take the same brush, and I'm going to use this fabulous highlighter. If you don't have this, either this or the Laura Mercier 01 matte highlight. They are just both my favorite, but this is the Laura Geller. It is the Baked Highlighter Duo in French Vanilla Portofino. Vanessa, the Bombshell Suite, is the one that told us about this, and it is just fabulous. And for this, I think I want more of a synthetic brush. So I'm going to use like this one, the BK 103, and I like to mix them both in together. Highlight the top of my cheek first, and then I take it all over. And it just makes everything look so pretty. Now we are going to try this brush, the Rephr 04. And the blush that I'm going to use, I think it's one that I've had in the past. Where is it here? And back when I just first started doing YouTube, and probably right before, and I had gotten kind of into Bobbi Brown when we got a Bobbi Brown counter. But one of the girls that's in my group, my texting group from Reward Style, she has a blog, and she used to do YouTube videos too a long time ago, but I have followed her for so long. It's Veronica from Veronica's Blushing, and this is her favorite blush, and it is Peony by Bobbi Brown, and it's the prettiest pink. So we're going to take this brush, you can see it's picking it up. Oh, that is so pretty. And put it on, I'm going to put it on the backs of my cheeks. Like that. You see how I kind of blend it into my bronzer. I don't want it to, I want all of it to kind of be together like that. And it looks like, I always try to look straight. It looks like I came out a little bit more with this one, so I'll come out a little bit more with that. Like that. So pretty. Go ahead and do the lip combo. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe off, you know, the conditioner and the makeup that kind of got into my lips. And for the lips, this was a tough one because I've gotten so many good ideas from so many different people. So let's see, what did I decide on? I think I decided to do Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. And when I use this, I always think of Brianna Stanko. So I thought I would use this. I had to just scrounge everywhere to find it. I don't know why, because I love this one. And I sharpened it. So hopefully it'll be good. Let me get my little hand mirror here. And it would have gone on darker had I not put on the lip conditioner so late. That's okay. Probably better, because that's dark enough. Okay, beautiful. So it just gives you a good lip line. And let me swatch it for you too, so you get an idea. It's not as dark as I remember. I think because, you know, we've started using darker and darker lip liners as like the 90s lips have come back. And so my lip today is something new. I have not even shown this to you. I have actually tried to do this video already one time, and it was a big fail. It was the day that we had that big storm come through and it just got so dark. Anyway, this is the Hourglass Confession lipstick. This is one of Angie Hot and Flashy's favorites. Made in Italy. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I will put it down below. And so she loves the formula. And it is so pretty. I've worn this before, and I will say it is it's one of those kind of like a Tom Ford or the Charlotte Tilbury. It's one of those that kind of immediately hugs on your lips and goes in every little lip line and still has a good finish. It's not one that leaves like patchiness or anything like that. Beautiful. That is so pretty. Oh, it says I want. That is the color right there. It says it. Might want a little bit of gloss, and so I brought this, which is also from the Fit Glow, and this is Gleam. It's not going to be as sparkly as like Buxom Celeste, but it adds just a little bit of gloss. Tati, Glam Life Guru, and she made me remember how much I love the soft ochre paint pot, and I like just this. I keep this just for this. It's the Beauty Blender Pro, and it's not wet, and it is a little bit firmer, I think, than the other ones. So I always dip in there and then go all the way up to my brow and a little bit underneath. Like that. Okay, now for brows, I was trying to think, what could I use that would be something kind of different that someone suggested? And I remembered how much I used to love this little set that I got when Desi did the brow kits. So I am going to use this. And it is the number 3. This is the cream gel brow. Anyway, I'll put it, oh yeah, it's Cabrow. That's what it is. So it's neat. It comes with like this little brush. And this is like a little pomade, and you just get some on your brush, and I'm not gonna do any big crazy brow look today, but just gonna do like I've been doing and kind of if you hear something, Chanel was just up here and jumped down. She is still not used to them being next door, and they've got children, and they've already brought a trampoline over. They're working today, and she growls at the children. I hate that. She sits on the porch and growls at them. I was about to call her Michelle. Chanel, you're gonna have to get used to those kids being over there. I just kind of wanted to do a normal I'm not really doing a fox eye or anything today. Just wanted to fill them in like that. I thought I would kind of do, you know, kind of a look that went along with this dress, just kind of more glam, but I don't know, kind of Mad Men. We'll try that. And this is the 24-hour brow setter. Let me go over this real quick though. Make sure I got any. This is the Smith 214. I don't know why I love this brush so much, but I do. Okay, so what you do is you first use the flat side to put the gel on, like that, and then you use the spikier sides to comb it through. Okay, now for eyeshadow, Amanda, Luxe Mommy, this is one that she always wears, and we were talking about it at Reward Style. She said that she uses it all the time. I think I had asked her about her eyeshadow, and it's one that I love too. So I thought we would use this today, and I think I'm gonna use mostly, a lot of times I'll start with this one, but I've really been liking this one lately, the one on the end. So I am going to use, let's see, I've still got these 3 Rephr brushes I want to try, but usually what I like to do is to use one of Lisa's BK Beauty, one of these big synthetic brushes for my first wash of color, because this is gonna just diffuse it a little bit more. So I'm gonna take this 201, dip it in there. These don't have a ton of fallout, and I'm just gonna get a general crease going and then just bring it out. And this may vary with your eye shape. I'm just kind of framing my eye with this first color, like that. And this is a beautiful palette. It's really kind of unique because it's, if you like MAC Saddle, you would like this, because the colors are not, they're very, see how they're not real orangey, but yet they're not too cool toned. They're very neutral, or, you know, they're more yellowy brown than they are orangey brown. And so I really like them because of that. Okay. And then I want to put a little bit on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna take this Rephr number 2 brush and dip the ends. And I do like the way that the end is beveled. See how you can see that? And I'm going to get close up here. Kind of keep that tight to the lashes, and then use it to kind of wing out a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the other side and flick it up right here, like that. Now I'm gonna go into this shade with that same brush on the very end. And let's do, I'm kind of winging this, as you can tell. Oh, well, that's, I don't mean like wing liner, I mean winging it, not know what I'm doing. But I always like to put a little something down here at the lash line to go underneath the liner. Like that. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop and do my liner, and then we can come back with the shadow. You know how I like to do it after I've done my wing. So now let's do some liner, and I was thinking of, definitely not through with the eyeshadow, but I kind of want to get my liner done first. I was thinking of, did I want to do brown or did I want to do black? But I think with this look, I want to do black. So I'm going to use my Chanel cream liner. I think of Makeup by Tiffany D when I use this, because we bought this together when I went shopping with her in Atlanta. One time when I went to the Nordstrom sale, I met up with her. Let's use this Smashbox bent liner brush. I'm loading up my brush, and then I usually kind of pack it in the brush on the lid. Okay. Yeah, I need it a little bit darker. Like that. And then I'm going to kind of meet up with that crease color and then bring it over to that top part of my lid, kind of just making the whole thing go straight. And bring that down like that. Okay, so there are my wings. And on my lower lash line, I'm going to use another suggestion, and this is from Nashville Tash, and her favorite product. Oh, it better be out here. Yeah, it was in my thing from using it the other day. This is Tasha's favorite eyeliner, and this was the product she said was her favorite, and it is the Aqua XL Matte Black Liner. So I watched a YouTuber the other day. She was doing, I don't know what look it was. She does a lot of celebrity looks, and she did this, and to make her eyes look more rounded, she used this on just the middle of the lower waterline, like that. And I did that the other day with this liner, and I'll be doggone it, it stayed, and it did not run. So I'm going to use that there, and then I'm going to do my tight line with this. This is the mascara I'm going to use, and I heard about this. It was in Lola Lynn Mitchell. It was in her favorites one time, and it is such a good mascara. My only complaint is it's a little tough to remove, but it's worth it. I love it. I have to use like a cleansing balm usually to get it off. See how pretty it is? Okay, so you can see that's my lashes with no false lashes, just this mascara. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and I'm gonna try some new lashes today. And I bought these a while ago. A friend of mine, a subscriber, Elizabeth, Aesthetically Elizabeth, and I will list her Instagram down below. She does a lot of stories, and she said these were her favorite lashes, and I've never tried them. They're the House of Lashes Boudoir Light. And they are, I thought they would be perfect for this look because they're more rounded. They have the, you know, thickest part in the middle. So I'm hoping I don't have to trim too much off, and I can use these and go for that, you know, I'm going for a more rounded look today. Okay, I normally don't do this, but these lashes are a little different, and I cut off just a tiny bit of both ends, because if I'd have just cut off one end, it would have taken away that shape. And because I am using the Grande lash, I have long enough lashes right there. I think I can handle it. So while I'm waiting on those to dry, I'm gonna take this brush here, which is the Rephr number 1. And I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this color and go over the edge. I didn't know if this will be dark enough. We'll see. We might go over with something else. You kind of bring it out from the wing. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that color. I'm scared if I go to that darkest one. And then I'm going to come in and kind of come up here and round this out. Like that. Kind of gives you that cut crease look. And I'm going to wipe this off, and I'm going to go in this shimmery color here. Let's see if we can do this without ruining my liner. These are good at picking up a lot of product. Okay, now I'm going to take the fluffy brush I used in the beginning with this and kind of blend that out again. Like that. I'm going to take this brush again and do that. I think that looks pretty. Love this. Such a good palette. Loved all the brushes. Very nice. And where are my tweezers? Here they are. Okay, so let's... This is my first time using these, so, but I do love House of Lashes, and because they're the light ones, they don't have a real big heavy band, they're not quite as thick, and because I like the Iconic light. So let's see what I can do here. Oh, they're so pretty. And because I've got that good amount of liner on, I can handle it a little bit. I don't have to be so precise at where I put it. Oh, those are gorgeous. And I do know that these are just a little bit more, of course, than like your Ardell or Kiss or something, but I do know I can use these a ton, at least 5 times, if not more. So if I got those even, I just wanted to make sure I had them even like that. I think this is it. I'm going to take my hair clips down so I can assess the situation. And my hair today is inspired by one of my subscribers and friends, Michael, and he loves my hair this way with the more Hollywood curls, where I start, you curl this way and you curl that same direction all the way around. So this side's going away, but this side's coming forward. And so I did my hair for him the other night, and he does have a channel here now too, and he has a lot of really cool videos if you like his some good transformation after he lost a whole bunch of weight. So I'll put his channel down below too. And I think this looks good. Hey Chanel, stay back there, stay back there. I will be right back. I'm gonna put some shoes on and we'll do an outfit of the day. One more thing I wanted to do is, this is something Tammy said she loved and I have been loving it. It's the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'm gonna pull my hair back and do a little bit of it. Look how light it comes out. It is so good. So it's kind of like the Olay that I use. It's a really, really fine mist. And so it takes the powdery look away, but doesn't leave you with a bunch of spots or anything. So I'll be right back. Guys, so here is the dress. Isn't it beautiful? I just love it. I love the tweed. I love the neckline. I love like a sleeveless cardigan or sleeveless turtleneck. And I love the belt. Length, and I just put my Bottega Veneta shoes on with it, and I just think it's so pretty. And it was very inexpensive when I bought it, so I know it's probably on good sale now. I want you to see that Chanel does still have some hair left. And for accessories, I have on my Dean Davidson knockout studs. The aquamarine ones are mini, and this is the bigger size. And I love the little ones and I love the big ones. And then this is the Castle ring in onyx, and it wasn't my first one. I think my first one I ever got was blue, but this is the onyx, and I just think it's so pretty. And I think that's it. So thank you all for watching, and I hope that you will do this too. See you soon. Bye-bye.